play 18 games at the same time, though. There's feeling like you're on the pitch. And then there's rest cameras. With all these competitions in one place, TNT Sports is on a whole nother level.
Well, this season, football on TNT Sports is on another level. All those elite competitions in one place.
Right then.
Premier League matches, over 185 live Uefa Champions League games. Every match can be
welcome in.
Plus, comprehensive coverage of the men's and women's FA Cup. It all starts here, though.
Drop your predictions for PSG, Aston Villa in the comments.
Super Cup is PSG against Aston Villa. It's time to reunite our favourite commentary duo.
Yes, Derek.
Alongside Darren Fletcher. Good evening, guys.
Good evening, Rashford. Hello again, everyone. So we're all set.
No, Emi Martinez for Villa today.
10 months of ups and downs, success and failure, goals galore. With Europe's best, ready to go head to head.
Hello, Brad.
Once again, the first thing to mention.
How are you today? Cheers for the top deck.
Here today, and it's not much cooler now. It's going to be a test for the players, Ali, who are still very much in pre-season mode.
It's a very, very weak Villa side today against a really strong PSG side.
So here they come. The captains at the front of the line, John McGinn of Aston Villa, Marquinhos for Paris Saint-Germain. Lead out the teams who picked up the two big trophies. They will walk past them.
Probably going to be like a 3 or 4-0 scoreline PSG with that Villa squad.
Trophy. And the captains will carry them out. The big one in the hands of Marquinhos is the one that these two are chasing this season. With
no Martinez, no Watkins.
Historic 3-peat.
On PSG.
It's a wonderful scene inside the stadium, which is in the shadows.
I'll go 3-0 PSG.
The birthplace of Mozart, the sound of music was filled here.
Watkins is going to be a massive miss for Villa today.
Or Parisian panache in the Austrian city of Salzburg.
Right then.
It's certainly a different looking Aston Villa team to the one we saw line up in Istanbul the night they won the Europa League against Freiburg, but there's a much more familiar look when you go down the line to Paris Saint-Germain.
Well, the first thing you would say is yes, is the answer to that. I know there are one or two basically strong bench PSG, but I look at the Aston Villa side, you'd be very near saying it's unrecognisable to have won the shot towards the end of last season. But when one door closes, another one opens, so it's an opportunity for another player.
And that's what they're playing for tonight. The Super Cup, there's Luis Enrique, who's got nothing but success as the head coach at Paris Saint-Germain.
If you are watching on YouTube, drop over to TikTok as well.
Exactly how he wants it. So Paris Saint-Germain have given as much rest as possible to a lot of the big names after the World Cup. So tonight's the first competitive action for some of them. Hakimi, Doué and Zaire Emery are playing their first pre-season minutes. Some are signing from Monaco, Magnus Akliush.
If you're watching on TikTok, tap the screen as well if you can.
All play tonight. Dembele and Fabian Ruiz are subs, along with the Liverpool target Bradley and Barcola. And there's the referee, Omar Arti. He was denied access into the US for the World Cup in the summer. The Somalian is now the first non-European man to referee the Super Cup. That's a big night for him. There's the Aston Villa captain, John McGinn.
Drop your score predictions in the comments.
By Paris Saint-Germain's Brazilian captain, Marquinhos.
Right then.
So Aston Villa far from full strength tonight. Constant Watkins, Garnacho and Martinez didn't travel. Evan Kessan has gone back on loan to Crystal Palace today. Onana and Manzambi injured.
Tap the screen over on TikTok if you can.
As 17-year-old striker Brian Macho starts after Villa appealed to CAS to allow him to be involved tonight. So does 19-year-old George Hemmings. Only 5 who started in this.
And then if you're on YouTube, drop over to the TikTok.
So there's no argument that that team is the best club side on the planet. But tonight is the first time a host of their star players have been involved.
Cheers for the follow. Again, if you are on YouTube, drop over to TikTok.
Before their assault on the Premier League and the Champions League.
And it is a really weak Villa side for this game today against PSG.
So we're all set. This is where it starts, Alex. Finishes June the 4th in Madrid, the Champions League.
It only looks like,
I certainly am.
well, I mean, I wouldn't say it's a really weak side, but it's not the strongest. Throwing already for Villa.
Third appearance for PSG, second for Aston Villa. PSG
Drop your score predictions in the comments as well.
And the only time that Villa played it in 1983 as the defending European champions, and they beat Barcelona back in the days when this was played home and away over 2 legs. What a big night it is for Macho, who's chasing down up there at 17 and George Hemmings at 19. Remarkable, wasn't it? They've gone for the old school kick as well. It takes you back, doesn't it? It's a Paris Saint-Germain strip. So here's Bruno Mendes, who was away with Portugal in the summer. Marquinhos, the captain.
If you join on TikTok, welcome in.
Desiree Doué out there on the right-hand side. We expect Hackney to play almost with a false.
Let me know what score you think this game will be between PSG and Aston Villa.
Switch positions. So the best after
Emery featured much for the French during the summer. That's the first time tonight that he's been involved in pre-season.
Another throw in, misplaced pass round the back from PSG.
The coaches down there, serial winners in every sense of the word. Luis Enrique has won 13 major trophies in 3 years with Paris Saint-Germain. And he's also won 8 of his 12 meetings for the man in the opposite dugout tonight, Unai Emery. He's off the Villa goalkeeper, no involvement tonight for Martinez.
Villa on the attack here. Free kick. Early free kick. Chance for Villa to get the ball in the box.
Unai Emery won his 5th Europa League last season, the only coach to win it with 3 different clubs. He's also coached more European games than any Spanish coach I found out this week.
the terrible game to see the Villa had real. You think about the start they had, no goals for the 4 games. What a turnaround, it ended up with a brilliant season.
So keep an eye on the big man Macho, it's gone in towards him. He stands at 6 feet 4, the teenager.
McGinn's about to get this ball in the box here.
That's a very good ball into the Paris Saint-Germain box.
Good ball to be fair.
The very dependable central defender was underneath it to clear.
A lovely ball, wasn't it? The ball about the run outside, John McGinn there for Marty Cash.
There we go. Welcome in if you're joining on TikTok. If you are over on YouTube, do drop over to TikTok. Villa corner kick. Villa looks the better side as well.
Starting off on the bench. So Macho is right in there on the goalkeeper. George Hemmings is right in there on the goal line. There's the big centre forward for Aston Villa. Corner taken by Gwen here, just over the head of Pau Torres and headed away by João Neves.
So back to Bizot.
Down there, I thought Aaron Hunt's at right back, Coify. Oh, I thought he got it. He's in the studio.
Honestly, I've got to be brutally honest with you. I was watching the warm-up as well, but I saw when the overlap by John McGinn, I had to check my notes.
Sancho's layoff was just a fraction heavy. So Sean Neves for Paris Saint-Germain, intercepted there by John McGinn. I think this midfield for Aston Villa, the central two are fascinating tonight.
PSG just keep losing the ball here. As soon as they get the ball back, they lose it.
Good challenge, good solid challenge.
And that's the play out there on left back. It's his position for now, but Matteo Ruggieri from Atletico Madrid is, I think, pretty much on the verge of becoming an Aston Villa player.
I'm saying, like, I was watching Matthew there when Matthew won the ball, and he went short and made a brilliant run, a spin in behind the fullback, and Jimmy probably could have and should have got it.
How was it down there in pitch level? Because it's warmer down there than it is up here.
It certainly is. It's very warm. Coming off the World Cup, obviously with these some of the games that he over there, it's very much the same, similar situation here.
Forward by Cam Torres, intercepted by Marquinhos.
I can't show the game. It will go down as copyright.
24 days since the World Cup final. Players in various stages of pre-season preparation. The players from England and France have had one more day than the ones who played in the final, so it might take a while before everyone's on the same page.
Yeah, you better look after this best of this season. I mean, I wouldn't quite say Burstow's best player we've got this season, but he is the top signing.
It's a full stadium as well. I mean, the Paris Saint-Germain supporters travel brilliantly, and the Aston Villa fans are out in force, and we spent quite a bit of time with quite a few of them today, didn't we?
I mean, we're a few years away from the Premier League at least. So, no. Again, if you are over, drop over to the TikTok. And if you're on TikTok, tap the screen if you can. Let me know your score predictions for PSG Aston Villa.
Played 6 friendly matches. PSG didn't report until, I think it was the 25th of July, so this is just their third game back. So I mean, that should tell you where the fitness levels are.
Hull's not even the biggest, the top 4 biggest clubs in Yorkshire.
From the new signing Akliush, who they signed from Monaco.
Like the last said, well, they're letting you student his way, similarly about a scale in the background.
Looks like it's going to be a free kick again. Hull's not even in the top 5.
Not a lot of football.
Torres picks out right here. It goes then towards that brother Penning should come in from the left-hand side. Kamara trying to throw it through.
Being in Premier League doesn't make you bigger, just makes you better. Look at fan base for one. Look at historic play.
Nuno Mendes. Kavicha, Kamara, Scalia. You could make a strong case, in my opinion, that at the end of last season he was the best player in the world for the last couple of months. Yeah.
I can't show the game, I'll get copyrighted. If you're on YouTube, drop over to the TikTok. It's the same as the YouTube, just with an owl on the end of it as well. To say that we've sold out first home game of the season, not quite empty seats, is it?
First speed in the air by Nuno Mendes. Mendes with the flick on. Pressure here on the Villa goal, and that's safely taken by the Dutchman Marco Bizot.
Bizot comfortably catches that. Plastic maintenance.
What about your favourites in the outset? Paris Saint-Germain for the Champions League against...
Didn't say that, but we're still averaging around 24, 25k each week. Once, obviously, Chancery went.
Barcelona will be better. No interest what we'll get from the English side. But right now, if you ask me who I'd take to win, I would say yes, I'd take them again.
Okay, they're challenging went there. Here's Coutinho. That's what we do, eh? Let's not forget they're going to have Ferran Torres to this group as well.
Which will strengthen them considerably.
Bruce back to Pacho. To Coutinho. Saint-Germain starting to control the possession.
Shot from Vitinho, miles over the bar there.
Ramos is left. Was it right to go Madrid? Yeah, I think he went away to Madrid. So I think you're right. I think that position will be absolutely perfect.
Thanks for the follow on TikTok. Shares for the taps as well. If you are over on YouTube, drop over to the TikTok. And if you're on TikTok, tap the screen if you can. Very end-to-end game here between Villa and PSG so far.
Just willing to do well, aren't you? You really are.
If he could score tonight, he'd be the youngest to score in the competition. Patrick Kluivert was 2 years older than him. He's the youngest at the moment. It's to his credit that he's been given the chance to start over Tammy Abraham on the bench.
Free kick PSG here.
In the tunnel when the bus arrived and sort of was coming off. Thought Tammy Abraham stood up, and I thought, you know, the reasonable chance of starting, but it just showed you the faith that Unai Emery has in the young man.
With a pass to Keeley. He's spaced out for Kamara for Aston Villa. He's going to hit one as well.
Oof, just wide of the post there.
He's getting a lot of time, wouldn't he?
Bubakar Kamara just shooting wide.
It wasn't a few that closed them down, that's for sure. Struck it reasonably well. Never get in. Reasonable effort.
I can't show the game, I'll get copyrighted. Drop your score predictions in the comments as well, as Villa are about to break through here. Good tracking back from the PSG defence.
He's another one they've got high hopes for. Just a bit of background on Macho. He was actually playing for the Luxembourg senior team, and then England got a hold of him, put him into the under-17s group. He was playing for Metz as a 16-year-old in the French league. Born in Enfield, grew up in Luxembourg. I think they've got really high hopes for him. I think people in high places think he's got a real chance to be something decent, Ryan Macho.
The one thing that strikes you, obviously, Dan, you look at him with his physicality, what a sign of a man.
Do you know what, though? He moves well.
Yeah,
we can see opposing people there.
Yeah. I think is it 6-3, 6-4?
It's all the way back to Bizot.
Gomez over there, but it's number 35. It's Akiush, now Hakimi.
Mendes almost losing out to Buendia there.
Heading from Nuno Mendes. Asher was another one who was last season developed. Really came into his own in that central defensive position alongside Marquinhos.
I think what he didn't do then was he World Cup actually, was he? But I think that's the point.
Asher quickly, Nuno Mendes.
And it's going to Villa.
Sure, but we get to throw in Aston Villa's right.
I think it ended up a good get from the referee.
Just on through Lucas Kamara, who's had the shot, 3 significant knee injuries as an Aston Villa player, and you're just keeping your fingers crossed he can get through the unscathed, especially based on the fact they're going to miss O'Donnell for quite some time. He was injured in the World Cup in Belgium, so you won't see Amadou O'Donnell for quite a period.
Long throws in the box.
Buendia.
We all took it.
Villa looks by far the best team in this game so far. Good layoff there from Buendia.
Yeah, just trying to get in there for Aston Villa. Good. That's a week of sloppy from Marquinhos. Here's Kamara for Villa. Now McGinn.
McGinn's about to get this into the box here.
Kamara Scalia back to help out the fullback who did well to reach Kamara.
Goal kick
There aren't
to
many teams
PSG.
in the world who defend as well as him. No.
That's it, Jack. I'll never forget that final. The first final when this match was into Milan, with 5 minutes to go, and he ran back 80 yards and got tackled in the left back position. That stuck with me, that did.
Really finds Akliouche. 2-8.
17 minutes in, and it is 0-0 still. Villa with the best chance as Kamara shoots just wide of the post.
William Pacho. Nuno Mendes. Vitinha. This one's Zaire Emery. Now Kamara Scalia. Cross quickly. I think that's been a feature for Aston Villa so far. They're not giving the Paris Saint-Germain attacking players any time to settle.
Closing about 2 months of closing down very quickly in wide areas. March now again for the team.
It's good play. Cummings picks up the loose ball and powers forward now for Aston Villa. Excellent play from the teenager apart from that little pass there.
I think he's a lot bit unlucky, you know. I'm not sure either Buendia or Michael were expecting it.
So Lewis got to play for centre forward essentially now, and now he starts to drift out towards the left. So Kamara Scalia is through the middle. Hakimi's filled the void on the right. This is Akliouche.
PSG's here on the edge of the Villa penalty box.
Zaire Emery.
Good defending from Villa.
Pressure on the ball there from Buendia.
Certainly the highest up the pitch we've seen in the Mendes.
Kvaratskhelia with a lovely ball out to Hakimi, who delivers the cross. Aklius couldn't get there. Here's Mendes. Kvaratskhelia wants it.
Kvaratskhelia.
Dribbling around, he's so difficult to get off the ball. Here's Doué with the shot.
That was so easy, but good save from Bizarre.
We can't have seen that until late, the Aston Villa goalkeeper.
That was just so easy from the PSG attack.
Here he is again.
And it's easy again. 1-0 PSG. Kvaratskhelia. So easy.
Well, it's a brand new season, but it's the same old story. Kvaratskhelia is world class.
I mean, it's a remarkable goal. Absolutely remarkable. And it's all about how early he hits it.
Villa defense all over the place.
Left-hand side. And he hits it a split second earlier.
Doué assist. Kvaratskelia's goal. Thanks for the follow on TikTok. If you are on YouTube, do go over to the TikTok as well. And if you are on TikTok, tap the screen as well. Get the likes up.
There. You know, there's no delay. No delay at all, Darren. In, bang. And the goalkeeper, as you saw there, is still putting his weight in his left-hand side.
Good finish from Kvaratskhelia.
That's the secret of it, and the power is ridiculous. Goalkeeper is
No keeper saving that, to be fair.
Well, he scored 19 times across the various competitions last season, the best individual scorer.
Villa the better team, but goes 1-0 down. Just the one attack, main attack from PSG.
He's just scored an absolute beauty to get this Super Cup up and underway in Salzburg. I mean, it's also the first conference of the season where we need
22 minutes in, and it is 1-0 PSG.
We're starting to high. If we keep that standard up this season, we'll be doing all right. That was magical.
You'll say to me at the back end of May, you remember the first goal we commentated on this season?
Yeah. You will not forget
And
that.
straight from kickoff, PSG gets free kick.
And it is how early it hits it. You see the goalkeeper still going to
Chance to get the ball back into the Villa box.
So Paris Saint-Germain 1, Aston Villa 0. And Kvaratskhelia with a quite wonderful goal here in Salzburg. Now they're going to defend this free kick for PSG. Aston Villa.
Vitinha
Which is set square.
on the edge. Nuno Mendes. Right on the post.
They keep the run going. The last time they failed to score a goal, Paris Saint-Germain, was on the 12th of January against Paris FC.
2019, yeah.
So they've done it again.
But it's some goals that team haven't done. I think it's 5 players and double figures last week.
And they make the point, they're going to add Ferran Torres to the mix. Fans are enjoying themselves. So Coutinho's got Hakimi alongside him for the free kick. They've got Doué. A lot of space out there on the right-hand side if that's where they choose to go. Pacho's gone forward with Marquinhos.
It's another free kick for PSG. Vitinha plays it down the line.
That's the first away from Matson and pull back the cross. Macho got a piece of it. Matson
Good defending there. But then they lose it straight away.
Zaire Emery. As it goes to the goal scorer, Kvaratskhelia. Look at that. Dances away.
Kvaratskhelia just dancing through the team.
No penalty. He was waiting for a bit of contact. The referee, to his credit, had got himself into a really
Throwing
good
to
position.
PSG.
You know he's like in many ways through the top half of his body. Chris Waddle.
I think so. That's one. I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more, which is the biggest compliment I made in there.
You better believe it. You know that way, just it's all half your body, you're away 3 yards.
By the way, can João Gomez borrow your pass to get back into the stadium? Based on what Kvaratskhelia has done there. I was told today that since he made his debut in the Premier League for Wolves, he's made more tackles, João Gomez, than any other player in Europe.
Well, you'd ask me that question, there was a few games you could
Yeah, you, Curtis.
Exactly. Feels like an important 10 minutes here for Aston Villa. The right of Paris Saint-Germain are playing after the goal.
I'm trying to think what game United we watched over the game because at one point did very, very well, wasn't it?
Oh, that's a good ball. Solid 2-0, yeah. Oh, it's missed everyone.
Every single one of them. What a break for Villa that is. Doué's cross. Torres with the header. And that could be tidied up by John McGinn. I mean, you wouldn't give it.
This could actually be 4-5-0 by the end of this game.
The give and go initially from Mendes was excellent.
What about the little drop of the shoulder from Kvaratskhelia first to send the defender the wrong way?
Yes, there you go. Oh, brilliant. The easiest thing to do for that is
Villa defence just doesn't seem to want to be there.
Oh, I think he's trying for Hakimi.
That's hard to miss all of well.
I'm saying once we get Hakimi the right
All
back,
over the place.
he's right on the penalty spot again.
Victor Lindelof, who started that European final in central midfield, is much more familiar surroundings at centre back alongside Torres. Ezri Konsa's not here, Garnacho's not here, Watkins, Ollie Watkins isn't here, and nor is Eddie Martinez. See, they've been linked with Jonathan David today, the Canadian striker. Matteo Ruggeri is another player that they're supposedly on the verge of signing. But when you think about the players who have gone, the likes of Tielemans and Rodgers, who could be key players for this Aston Villa team that did so well last year.
Well, you hope they're going to be okay, but they are massive shoes to fill. They have to fill them. Because you know they'll be Champions League football as well.
This one here. I think goes to Macho, who's going to try and use his size against Macho. That's good play by the
Not
centre
bad.
forward. Now John McGinn, in goes the goal. Macho's header! Oh, it's a
Best chance for Villa that game.
Right behind him.
And it's a youngster.
I was dying to see the side net balls there. He gets up well. And you know, so he actually, the header's correct. He just doesn't get enough on it. He kept it going the way the cross was going, trying to find the inside of the post rather than the outside clearly. Very unlucky. From the ball in from again.
One thing I would say, he's not a difficult player to find for a wide player with a cross. You can't
Thanks
just
for
put
the
it in
follow
there
over on
because he's
TikTok.
got 5
If
minutes
you are on YouTube, drop over to the TikTok as well. If you're on TikTok, tap the screen, get the likes up.
It has to be patient for a game in this Paris Saint-Germain team. He starts for pretty much everybody else, wouldn't it?
I think we really do.
Liverpool in the system made as well. Maybe one of the bigger losses for Aston Villa. Austin McPhee and the East Coast for Chelsea, because that's become such a big part of the way teams play, hasn't it, when you think about it? Here's Kvaratskhelia.
This is going to be 2-0 PSG here. Kvaratskhelia.
Out comes Victor Lindelof for Aston Villa. Kvaratskhelia with the
No one's in the box.
defending in there.
Comfortable from Villa there.
I just think that how things have changed. With the big summer transfer, the set piece coach.
early with the character and the third leg come, didn't they? Yeah, it's going to be fascinating too because we'll talk about this a bit more when we do the Community Shield on Sunday in Cardiff, but there are one or two new rules, laws, interpretations, whatever you want to call it, that the referees are going to have to put into use in the early weeks of the season. One of them is wrestling at corners. So, well, how that's going to be, we'll wait and see. Yeah. That's to begin. We need to remember this was quickly there for Paris Saint-Germain. Paris Saint-Germain chasing a third successive Champions League title this season. If they do that, they'll become just the fourth side.
Thrown to Aston Villa.
Ajax 70, yeah. Bayern Munich 70, yeah. And Real Madrid, there you go. Did it twice. With the Stefano team and then the Cristiano Ronaldo group. Champions of France for 5 seasons in a row, 8 times in the last 9 years. Very much the gold standard in European football. Catches throw towards Macho, gets there first. Headings with the shot. That's an
block
by Pacho. And then on their by Slough go there to clear the way down that side by Ashraf Hakimi. Tell you what, Ali, the two young fellas are doing well. Aren't they? They're looking to get the ball and involve themselves and into Macho. You're absolutely scoring them more than holding their own. Don't forget, we've got the FA Community Shield on Sunday, 2 o'clock, TNT Sports, 1 Arsenal against Manchester City.
Just the taps over on TikTok.
Looking forward to that. Curtain race for the new season. Wanted to have a look at with that one. Also, Celtic against Last Chance next Wednesday, 7:30. That's a Champions League playoff first leg, TNT Sports 1. And the Premier League season starts with newly promoted Hull City against Manchester United, Saturday the 22nd of August, 11 o'clock in the morning. We're going to kick things off, and that's on TNT Sports 1. And of course, all of it available on HBO Max. It's been a busy summer in general, hasn't it? When you think about all the sport we've had over the course of it, the World Cup, the World Games, yeah, all the sport we've had on TNT Sports over the course of the summer weeks as well. It's not really been a break.
PSG just playing it around the back.
Magnus Ekliush, 50 million from Monaco, 24. France international. This challenge
Good
now
ball,
is
to be fair.
find out how he gets into this Paris Saint-Germain team on a consistent basis.
The challenge for them all, isn't it?
He'll be running down that side. Goes Matson for us. It's a good play from Matson. Very aggressive defending, but he worked out well.
Still plenty of things to go, but he's handling Hakimi very well. He's certainly quick enough match, hasn't he?
Cash straight to Marquinhos. He's set another in front of Kvaratskhelia. All of that taking place right in front of Unai Emery. If you ever watch Superstars in the 1980s, that's what they all wore, those t-shirts. Can you remember the days of Brian Jackson, people like that?
I remember. And the great big follow on the world superstar. I don't know if for anyone Canadian great parliament really does.
You enjoyed Mozart's house today, didn't you?
Yeah.
I saw that today.
Got classical stuff for you today.
The only strange thing is that when you walk in, the actual room that he was
I know.
born in is now a spa supermarket, which seems quite bizarre. So there's all these tourists taking pictures there, the tins of beans, etc. But that's obviously that's where Mozart was born. I mean, who'd do anything like that?
Madness. That's good to be today.
So Paris Saint-Germain leading to that quite wonderful Kvaratskhelia goal.
Oh, Villa's here. Villa's in Mongolia.
Villa, and it's young Hemmings running through, and he's still going here, Hemmings. He could have gone down, but he decided to stay up. Now Macho with a chance to shoot.
Oof.
Oh, that's gone wide.
Villa was unlucky not to score there. Good defending from PSG though.
Hemmings is really unlucky here, Dan, because he does the right thing. He's onside, Mug is onside. He gets his body across the defender here, there, and that touch there. It's just the next one isn't good enough to take him towards goal.
If Hemmings goes down, that's a penalty.
There's a reasonable effort. Can't see from this angle just how close. But again, the youngsters combining, looking sharp.
I suppose when you do get significant departures, it opens up opportunities for other players, young players. They've certainly gone about their work tonight in impressive fashion. George Hemmings out there on the left, and I think Brian Macho through the middle.
Don't know, he left about straight after I sent you that message.
From right back by Hakimi, quickly on the scene was Gomez for Villa.
I can't show you the game because I'll get copyrighted. If you're over on TikTok, tap the screen, get the likes up. If you're on YouTube, go over to the TikTok.
Minutes to play in the first half, where Paris Saint-Germain have had 58% of the ball. They've got the only goal of the game for the man in possession, Kvaratskhelia. This Marquinhos, 39 trophies with Paris Saint-Germain. Marquinhos. He could have his own museum.
Quite incredible, that, isn't it?
PSG's coming back here.
Dure's ball directly used. Now Hakimi.
Villa looks good at going forward, but they just look shaky at the back. Defence doesn't know what to do.
Incredible. Look at the ball here on the left hand side, but look away to the right hand side of the pitch. But there's somebody in the touchline. It's always the case.
Dure's out there, isn't
Yeah,
it?
he's got the ball now.
Against Ian Matson. And the flag's gone up.
Free kick, Villa. About 8 minutes to go till half time. 1-0 PSG.
My question to you is, what was the assistant waiting for?
I don't know exactly. Yeah.
Victor Lindelof, now Matty Cash. The fractured country of Villa captain John McGinn. There's Pacho. Warren Zaire Emery out there with George Hemmings. No time given again.
Good block there. And now Villa's on the attack here. Maggio. Can't get past first man there.
The European champions back in possession. Australia not quite able to keep it in play. The run that he made there took him from wide on the left.
Thanks for the follow over on TikTok.
To wide on the right.
Free kick PSG again.
team that scored 128 goals across the various competitions last season. As Ali said, 5 of their squad were into double figures. Then Pele was the top
I think you
scorer.
got it wrong,
20,
pal.
the equaliser as well in the Champions League final. Sorry to Hakimi. Oh, here's Marquinhos, the captain of PSG. The ball by Goulet.
Buendia's running in here.
Gets away from Traoré. Still Eddie Buendia. Kvaratskhelia got the challenge in. Nacho gets the shot away.
Corner Villa.
And that's behind for the corner. The 2 down here. Eddie Buendia is one of them. And Kvicha Kvaratskhelia the other one.
I think it's Kvaratskhelia just get back to prevent the left foot shot. Slack can do it very, very
Good
hard.
defending from Kvaratskhelia there.
Cuts across.
Buendia shoots, he's more likely going to score it.
Makes the tackle. And I think he'll make just kick him. Yeah, he does kick right left.
So Aston Villa with a corner. And the Paris Saint-Germain ends here inside the Red Bull Arena. No permanent damage to Kvaratskhelia. Now Torres and Victor Lindelof have joined Big Brian Macho in the middle.
And that corner's gone over everyone.
Let's begin. Lovely turn by
Good turn by McGinn.
Find a teammate. Good ball, good chance.
Oh my God.
Macho can't finish it. McGinn was brilliant.
That's not even penalty spot. It's in front of penalty spot and it's headed miles over the bar. Chance to make it 1-1 there. Villa started to get back into the game. A free kick, dangerous position for Villa.
To get the free kick, this is a decent spell towards the end of the first half for Aston Villa. It's really hard to get the ball at Paris Saint-Germain.
In the last 5 minutes or so, they've 1 or 2 chances, haven't they? Like I say, Hami's running forward. Macho's shot. He should have scored the header. He certainly created a lot more in the last 5 minutes or so, and another good opportunity from McGinn here.
So let's see what Aston Villa's captain can do with this free kick. 3 minutes to play in the half.
McGinn crosses it
It
in.
goes towards Lindelof, and it's headed on, and it's saved by Safanov. It was headed at him by Kamara, and he seemed to throw his right hand.
Several headers and still couldn't divert into the back of the goal.
He probably put it in.
Yeah, I think it was the header. And he come back to, as you mentioned, I think he come back to.
They are checking for a potential penalty here, by the way.
You know, come back to Kamara, didn't it?
Marco Di Baio, the Italian, is the video assistant referee. He's just having a look at that. So we'll keep you informed. Check over. No penalty for Aston Villa. I think he was probably just checking whether it was the goalkeeper's hand or a defender's hand.
I think Kamara
Throw in to Villa.
hit that with right foot and didn't come down for it.
2 minutes remaining of the first half. 1-0 PSG.
Certainly more like it, man. 7 or 8 minutes in Villa. Seriously, a lot of great ball in from again. And swing up. And he just heads it down, doesn't he? Yeah, Kamara's got to head it back across. That's a good header. And the skipper defensively.
That's good play from Hennigs. He's played with a lot of confidence down there for Aston Villa in this first half. He's very tidy on the ball.
You can argue they've been 2 of the better players. They really have. What with Tom?
Oh, good play from Villa. Oh, this is going to be a goal here. Oh, he's at the outside of the post.
Oh, there's two.
Macho could have easily had 2 or 3 goals in this game.
Hemmings and Buendia that are just a different level. That's the second one. The little Roberto
Now PSG's defence that's looking a bit shaky.
It does, I think, I suppose.
Oh, that would have been a good finish.
He tries to come on his right.
Would have been a good finish if it went in.
So physically strong. He knocked Macho down. He could have had a hat-trick in the first half. Absolutely. The header was still the best chance. The taking your feet right there for the ball is Nuno Mendes. Yeah, you've got to see John McGinn get going the last 10 minutes or so as well. Well, they're starting to find one or two pockets of space as well. Aston Villa.
Gundy plays it through.
Out he goes to
Again.
Cash has made that inverted run. Here's Hemmings for Aston Villa. Macho on the move in the middle. McGinn.
Again. Macho 1-1. He's finally scored.
The youngest ever goal scorer in the Super Cup.
Macho equalises for Aston Villa
17. Brian Macho's only goal scorer against the
on the stroke of half time.
Aston Villa. What a moment for him.
I think it's his hardest chance. I really do.
Scores with his 4th attempt.
You can't say they've not deserved it. They've been really lively the last 10 minutes or so. What a finish from the young man. And do you know what I love about it?
Good finish, to be fair.
And it's not
Moments after he's just hit that outside of the post.
and he puts himself back into position to score and gets his reward. What a moment. What a moment.
Maybe Ali McCoy, just maybe, a star is born for Aston Villa tonight.
Going about it the right way. Again, look at the ball in the box.
Good delivery from John McGinn.
That's some finish. You can hear it.
Macho did really well to get away from, I think that was Nuno Mendes.
But what about the finish? Magnificent.
Ali, what a moment. 17 years of age. And he scored against Paris Saint-Germain in the Super Cup. And look at the smile of Emery's face. Absolutely wonderful.
That was terrific, wasn't it? We're putting for.
I don't mind telling everybody. I've been willing to.
Right on the stroke of half time as well.
We're both half.
What a moment.
I don't think it'll influence your commentary, but there's no harm in saying we're both going down for the score.
Absolutely. And by the way, I think they've been Aston Villa's two best players. Hemmings and number 53 and Macho the big number 39. I think they've been outstanding, the pair of them.
Thoughts on Bolton?
It would interest to see what happened if it did not get in the back of the net.
I think they'll, in all fairness, I think Bolton need to do a lot more business. And I think they've brought in Ryan Hardy from Wrexham, Lewis Brunt from Wrexham, but that's not going to be enough to keep them up. But Villa's here again. McGinn. They played nearly 2 minutes over the stoppage time here.
Now Macho and now Pau Torres. Villa finishing this first half extremely strongly.
That's surely going to be half time now. Yeah, half time 1-1.
Well, there's half time. Wonderful goal from Kavita Kvaratskhelia. But that's the young fella that everybody's thinking about in Salzburg tonight. Brian Macho, 17, youngest player to start in the Super Cup. And now the youngest player going past Patrick Kluivert to score a goal.
Right, over on YouTube, we'll be back when the second half is about to start.
Half time. It's Paris Saint-Germain 1, Aston Villa 1.
Tap the screen if you can.
This program is brought to you by Follow Schools, Uefa Super Cup official partner.
After a decade of dominance,
Manchester City, once, twice, 3 times the champion.
a new era begins.
And they've done it. Champions of England.
Is this the dawn of Arsenal's reign,
All set. It's the traditional curtain raiser for the new season.
or will Manchester City set the record straight?
A game that sets the stage for what's to come.
This is where it all kicks off.
It's the Community Shield between Arsenal and Manchester City.
Here's a recipe for even more value at Lidl. Start with a key ingredient, the Lidl Plus app. Cook up breaded chicken.
Welcome in, welcome in. Yes, Dan.
Add crunchy broccoli, 41% off now, 99 cents. Then Pin
Hello.
today already packed with
1-1 half time. What do you think the full time score is going to be? Let me know in the comments.
More to value. Don't forget to collect Lidl points on every shop with Lidl Plus. Life is full of firsts. Some don't go to plan.
Tap the screen as well if you can.
Some become cherished memories. Some remind us of the importance of someone having your back. Through all life's firsts, AIG has your back. New customers save 15% off your first car insurance quote at aig.ie. AIG. Get a quote today.
A few more things, all right?
Dad,
It's you. Come.
Irresistibly squeezy and always baked fresh because it's Brennan's. Today's bread today.
Never squeeze on iron free.
We all do the same things with our phones. Get yours.
Let's see if we can do a poll about the second half. I'm good. How are you? Quick poll. Start. Wrong one. In progress. End that one.
New personal ultimate non-buyer was
Let me try.
and it's packed with added stain removal power. Try our best non-buyer. Always keep working each other.
Right. Can't seem to do it.
How we use electricity can be smarter, cleaner, and greener. Making your world brighter. Electric Art.
The Crocs Crop just landed. Some fun, some food, it's all inside this Happy Meal.
How is everyone tonight then?
When you're stuck in you, the dog of the queen's not fading into stopper. When you're not nuclear leave, the number target in there. When you're a colonel like after the production. When you're repeating in the making thing, having the deal. Ought to know when you ought to you come and look past very ought to you gone.
FBD doesn't stand for fancy vodka or fuchsia bike dance or fixing Banjat's dishwashers. FBD stands for support. Join FBD, where half of our online home insurance customers pay €467 or less. Get a quote with FBD Insurance.
Since our heart is beating, I'm standing by. With your baby, you go to the moon and back. Only advanced science can deliver follow-on milk to that standard. We're the #1 follow-on milk brand, and we keep researching babies' immune systems to make our best even better. Optimal. Your love sets the bar, our science meets it.
It's set pieces, and there's nothing you can do about it, levels. TNT
This program is brought to
Thanks
you
for the
by
follow.
FedEx, Uefa Supercar official partner.
Welcome back. It's half time in Austria, but just enough time to tell you that the Irishman Ian McKayla-Garrett will be fighting for the welterweight title this weekend when he faces Islam Makhachev at the UFC 330 in Philadelphia. You can join us from midnight on TNT Sports 1 and HBO Max. Okay, well, out in Salzburg, I guess the script followed as we sort of expected when we saw the starting lineup. Kvaratskhelia Kvaratskhelia putting PSG ahead after just 20 minutes. What a goal, Farah.
Yeah, fantastic goal. And I think we'll see it here. PSG are pressing here inside the box, and they're not half clear it here. You'll see the clear. And Majo goes up, misses the header, and then I think he thinks, I've got a little bit of time. Maybe he sees Benzema in front of him and thinks he's got time. He doesn't. And then I think if you give a player like Kvaratskhelia this much time and space, he can do something like that. And it's just how quick, once he touches the ball out of his feet, and lets it go. I think the keeper's got no chance.
Tap the screen as well, if we can.
He's even able to dive. So yeah, I mean, a great start for PSG, but as I say, you can't give a player like that much space.
Yeah, it's a fantastic goal, I must admit. I think defensively Villa can do better. Matt Cash first of all, he needs to clear the box further. Majo's caught in two minds, but as soon as Kvaratskhelia gets you in the box, faces you up, shifts and shoot, I mean, it was hit like a roll.
Hello, Dylan.
He's always kind of going to his left, which made it hard for him to get back, but the finish was exceptional.
Well, you mentioned Majo, and this boy, we expected him to start. So many opportunities in this first half. We were willing him to score.
How do you think Saints would rule the season then?
To talk us through these.
Yeah, it was the same as Selection Ali in commentary. I was desperate for him to get on the end of one, but for me, he's getting in the right areas. Hemmings, I thought, was excellent in that first half as well. I was wondering, could he go down when Hakimi just give him a little shove in his back, but he doesn't, he carries on. And you can see what he's trying to do there. He's trying to bend his foot round it. He doesn't quite get there, but the last 10, 15 minutes, I really felt John McGinn, Buendia, Hemming, Majo. Really
yeah, I reckon top four as well, you'll finish, to be fair.
Look at this strength there. The whole
Shit.
and just, he's going to give centre-backs an absolute nightmare.
Yeah,
They're back where they belong in League Two.
To stay
Tim
out of
Pot.
it, you've got many chances. The chances that potentially, is expected to score. I think this is the hardest of them all. And you just see here at the back post, gets in front of the defender and gets a volley. And you see in the celebration, that's probably a little bit of relief that I've had 5 chances and I finally get one. And obviously, probably as well, thinking about
Tap the screen if we can, get the likes up.
But he didn't stop believing himself. Yeah,
he really, that's a story.
I mean, it shows great character. Somebody so young.
Well, what an opportunity to do it against this PSG side, the European champions. Do you know what? There's a lovely stat that you may have heard in commentary that Majo is now the youngest player since Patrick Kluivert to score in a European Super Cup. Do you know what? Sometimes you're just a young boy living.
But he won't be happy when they don't win League Two either.
Second half coming up for Majo and the rest of Aston Villa because it's 1-1 at the moment. That's coming up after this.
This program is brought to you by Follow Schools, the Uefa Super Cup official partner. TNT Sports, powered by BYD.
Now we need someone who live for the day that will never come. We who go back again and again to where we come from. We who won't stop until we're unstoppable. We who will never say no to getting stuck out. We who pass on every tradition and skill that was passed on to us. We who love
Let me know your scores for the second half of Villa versus PSG. Currently 1-1 at half time.
that belongs to us all. GA, when we all belong.
Get a new quality mattress in a click. Save up to 50% off on sleep products. Shop Emma online or in-store.
FBT doesn't stand for fantasy mattress. We support drivers in Ireland with a 35% off car protection insurance. Call us about that. Follow on today. Sean, he's had a long day and now
Yeah, PSG does have a quite a strong side at the bar. Safanov in goal, Dime, Marquinhos, Pacho, Mendes, João Neves, Vitinha, Zale, Emre, Huey, I'm not going to pronounce the striker's name, and then Kvaratskhelia. But Villa's held alone. The only downfall for Villa is the defence that looks shaky every time PSG's on the attack. I'm actually thinking, I did predict a 3-0 PSG before the game, but I'm thinking maybe it goes to extra time. I'll go with both teams to score second half. 2-2. Currently 1-1 at half time. Villa scored on the stroke of half time. The 17-year-old Mad Joe scoring his fourth shot of the game, second after hitting outside of the post.
Here's a recipe for even more value of videos. Start with a few ingredients and you can your house. Pick up breaded chicken sticks, 25% off, 23, 25, 41% off, then take a pile over, given for value,
Yes, Kay.
Don't forget to put new place on every shop that you use.
Welcome in, everyone. Tap the screen if you haven't already, and if you haven't, do drop a follow as well. To be fair, if he had the most, if he had more experience, he would have probably finished all of his chances. But seconds after he hit outside the post, he gets his goal anyway, which well, like I've just been mentioning, Key, the only downfall for Villa is every single time PSG are on the attack, your defence looks massively shaken.
Three-time European champion, once again winning the 400-metre final European Championships, which will take place in Birmingham. That stand between Barnsley and Lane. What a beautiful moment to have an absolute fairy tale to become the European Championships live across 20 sports and HBO Max as well. A really heartwarming moment. There's a match that can see clearly, you can see even that was a little bit of coming on and he was very still on that afternoon with the minute because of the PSG. The PSG second the second half was really totally well
Not good news for Villa. Ousmane Dembele is coming on.
Rushmith, thank you. So that is the only change. Ousmane Dembele for Magnus Akinius, which means that 10 of the Paris Saint-Germain players who are going to start the second half actually start.
So yeah, Ousmane Dembele is coming on for PSG.
But they're getting stronger by the minute. No changes at this stage from Unai Emery and Aston Villa. You wonder whether Brian Maggio can add to the tally, Ali McCoy, in the second half. Because if he had more than one,
you know what I'm going to chat. Well, let's not get ourselves going. It's 4 opportunities, good ones. Great finish for one of his probably happiest.
Thanks for the follow up on TikTok. If you're on YouTube, do drop over to TikTok as well.
The best team in the planet. As a 17-year-old, your first 45 minutes. I think that down is more than acceptable.
Who came off for Ousmane Dembele? I didn't quite see that. Number 11, Akiluche, I've pronounced that name.
also scored in that match.
Throwing to PSG.
We had a conversation.
Was that free kick that it's been given?
Started that night. Took you a while to get Andy Blair. You got the other three, didn't you? Yeah, I got the other three, no problem at all.
Yeah, free kick, PSG.
Yeah, the only non-Spaniard in the Barcelona team that night was Bernd Schuster, the German. So it's a long time, 1983, between Ken McLeod and Brian Macho. So 1-1. Let's see what this second half has in
I did
store.
predict a PSG win, but
Salzburg.
seeing Villa towards the end of that first half for the last 20 or so minutes, if they could keep it up, I reckon it goes to extra time. They're right to PSG.
The second leg. Score two would be a fantastic. Correct. Here comes Aston Villa. Keane made the initial tackle. Now it's João Neves. They might just have a wee bit more balance in the second half. With Dembele in the middle, because Akliouche has gone everywhere, hasn't it? Again, I'll repeat myself.
Let me know in the comments as well, who do you think is going to win this second half? Currently 1-1.
The best of passes by Zaire Emery.
Yeah, I would think that's the free kick. I just think the centre ball is too strong for them.
Throwing to PSG again.
I wonder how many parents of 17-year-old lads are watching this match tonight. Like, why is my 17-year-old not as big as him?
I tell you, I wouldn't fancy. His mum's grocery about for the weekend.
I must say, the conversation's been had in my house tonight. I'll tell you.
I've been fine, but I bet it's cheap on his.
There's Hakimi.
Good defending there.
Got back well. Also with the control and the patience to get it to João Gomez. That's given away by Matson. Here's Dembele. Just one or two sloppy passes for both teams to start the half.
And PSG is here now with Hakimi.
Paris Saint-Germain to go on the move down this side. Doué.
Who can't get it from underneath his feet, but he still managed to get through. Hemmings, brilliant defending there. Seems to be the attacking play for Villa coming back to help the defence and doing much better than the defence. But free kick to Villa.
And he comes to him, he just flicks it in the corner and gets on his feet.
Now it's free kick to PSG.
Both of these teams start on Sunday the 23rd of August. PSG play Rennes in the Parc des Princes. Aston Villa at home to Brighton on the same day.
Thanks for the follow over on TikTok. If you are on YouTube, go over to the TikTok. And if you're on TikTok, do tap the screen, get the likes up as well.
He's made the run and he's gone off the blind side of Matson.
Let's try and hit 2K likes before the end of the first 90 minutes.
Vitinha. And Pele back to Kamara and Scalia. To try and tread one through the gap, but that's only through to Marco Bizon. There's the World Cup winner.
He's been a good summer, hasn't he?
Fabian Ruiz.
I've got to say, Pledge. I thought him and Rodri in that semi-final against the French was absolutely magnificent.
PSG is back on the attack. Awful pass there. Oh, brilliant play. Maggio.
He's got John
McGinn.
Aston Villa in. John McGinn against William Pacho. Shooting.
Good save from Safanov to deny John McGinn.
And the Maggio was absolutely different class.
That was a great good counter attack from Villa. Free kick PSG.
The left hand side to George Hemmings, and he didn't. What ball it?
Just sent a yellow card to one of the Aston Villa coaches. Artan is also shown a yellow card to Pau Torres for the challenge on Kuwait.
First yellow card of the game.
I'd rather see the patch the foul, to be honest with you.
Well, they've definitely got a taste for it now. It's an attacking team, haven't they, Aston Villa?
I mentioned when here beforehand as well, the little balls around the corner. That was a brilliant pass to the big centre forward, Brian Maggio. It really was.
He was as important as anybody in the Europa League last season. 10 goal involvements across the competition, scored one and made one in the final. The goal he scored against Freiburg was outstanding.
You and I on our feet applauding that one, weren't we? Jordan was shooting Charlie either for a call that.
I think it's worth reiterating the point we made early on that this is very early in the pre-season for lots of the Paris Saint-Germain players. So you wonder whether the extra Villa fitness in the second half, the longer the game goes on, might well be decisive. You'd expect Luis Enrique to manage some of these bigger players out there tonight, wouldn't you? Having said that, they're not exactly short on the bench, are they?
Good ball down there to Douay.
He's quick. Mentioned it before.
But even better defending from Villa.
Other than perfect in match until you lose the ball.
Macho with the first time layoff, couldn't get the ball to Buendia. Marquinhos onto Vitinha.
Kvaratskhelia.
Cash quickly out there for Villa. Vitinha.
Hakimi.
Zai Emery. This is Nuno Mendes. The Aston Villa fans inside this stadium in Salzburg, and you can hear at the moment. Marquinhos. Douay.
Kirsty just passing it around the halfway line.
Aston Villa have
11 shots for Aston Villa this game, just to the 4 of PSG's.
This is often the case when you see PSG play. Aston Villa team missing one or two key players as well, so the ones who have come in tonight have done really well. Here's Kvaratskhelia, took it nicely, plays it through towards Dembele, but that's well spotted by Lindelof. One back by João Neves. Ousmane Dembele, lovely take and turn.
Mistake from the back. Dembele couldn't handle it. I couldn't control it. Bizot comes out to claim it.
He tries to cut inside Lindelof, who gets across and does well.
Sorry, Emery under pressure from Hemmings here.
Hemmings.
George Hemmings wins the day again for Aston Villa. Here's Andy Buendia. Now Ian Matson.
I can't show the game on screen. I'll get copyrighted.
Aston Villa are going to play any team tonight. Introduce Brian Macho.
Oh, mistake there from the midfield from Villa. Ousmane Dembele.
Been on their radar, I'm sure. Douay's ball inside. Matson recovered well. Now
Hakimi.
He hits it straight at Boubacar.
Hakimi tackling.
Just trying to be too clever there.
Yeah, Hakimi tackling Douay.
It's great pressure. Initially from Macho, then from John McGinn, and that pass forces Marquinhos all the way back to Safranov. There's Emirates Stadium. Nuno Mendes, Warren Zaire Emery. Well, the sting was taken off the
Comfortable save from Brazil.
It's the 14th different city to host the Super Cup tonight. For a long time, it was played in Monte Carlo, Monaco. The Villa fans are screaming for a foul there on John McGinn. That's played through for Dembele, but excellently intercepted by Victor Lindelof. And a nice pass now to
Good
get
defending from Lindelof there. Buendia couldn't quite get it from underneath his feet.
You're right.
And that was gone into the game. Still 1-1. Game has quietly died down now.
Just looking down below is the likes of Ross Barkley, Tyrone Mings, Tammy Abraham. All being sent out to warm up.
Hakimi is making the run.
Unai Emery. In the meantime, here's Hakimi trying to get Paris Saint-Germain forward down the right. Flips it in towards Dembele. That's headed away by.
Not enough power on the cross. You'd think Unai Emery will bring on Abraham shortly.
Mendes to Emirates Stadium. Matthew Cash quickly out there for Aston Villa. Shot to the shoulder from the Georgian. Defending done well by Buendia.
Villa's on the attack now with Maggio. 2 against 3.
He's riding forward, the 17-year-old playing with so much confidence tonight.
And the entire PSG team running back to help out. Free kick to Villa though.
Tell me one player who's not been quite as influential as usual tonight, seen as much of the ball. Vitinha, Paris Saint-Germain.
Yeah, he's been very quiet first half, hasn't he? Doesn't get there, but good save, comfortable save. There's a lot of deflections on Mendes. I'm still waiting to see that initial pass into the centre forward. It created that chance into Ryan Maggio, released it to John McGinn.
João Gomez, Ian Matson.
Matson now has got Hemmings down with him. Plays it to him. Crossed in. Dangerous. Looked like that was going to dip over Safanov then. Throw in to Villa. Looks like it's going to be a long throw in as well from Matty Cash.
It's going to be a long throw for Aston Villa. Brian Maggio is going to be the target. And it goes towards the big fellow. Headed away by Pasho, jumping with João Gomez.
Back out to Matty Cash.
Cash. Good cross.
Buendia just over the bar there. Goal kick to PSG.
That's exactly where he did get on it, just too much. What he wanted to do was a similar header to Brian Maggio's in the first half. If he could just keep it going towards the far post. I'll see what it has been. It's been entertaining.
You would think that spaces are going to continue to appear with greater regularity.
And that goal kick was straight out front. Aston Villa throwing.
And the fact they're still getting their match legs underneath them, players in both teams tonight. We've got half an hour to play at Salzburg. 1-1. Emirates Stadium for Paris Saint-Germain. And then Brian Maggio at 17, the youngest ever goal scorer in a Super Cup final.
Free kick to PSG.
Yeah, they're not happy, but it was. Took me down a little bit of a pull there, didn't he?
Surely he's offside. Doué, he does score.
And then the flag goes up.
But the flag is up and it is offside.
I wonder when this charade of offsides will ever be
It
rectified.
looked clearly offside as well, to be fair. Good finish from Douay, but it won't count.
It's tight, to be fair, isn't it? I mean, I suppose there is somebody in that right back position. Yeah. I'll say right now, have a look at that, you know.
Yeah, it's been looked at now.
Yeah, there's somebody in the right back position. I mean, is it Matty Cash? You'd expect it to be. It's probably tighter than we think, you know.
I can't show the game, I'll get copyrighted.
Yeah, with you, initially I thought it was well offside.
The goal's going to VAR.
It's the point of sticking the flag up. They're going to look at it anyway. It's a goal, so they'll take a look at it. Marco De Bayo is the video assistant referee. It's one of those awkward ones where you've got a defender coming out at the same time as the forward player's going in. Goal. It's a goal.
VAR's gave the goal, 2-1 PSG.
Didn't he finish it well? Off it goes now to celebrate in front of the Paris Saint-Germain supporters.
Douay did look offside, but VAR says otherwise.
He's touched before it to open the goal up and give him a far better angle. It's equally as good. We'll see it again.
Good finish from Douay.
Well, the boos are ringing out from the Aston Villa supporters. Henry slumped down on the bench. One or two concerned looks on faces, but Desiree Douay scored 13 times in all competitions for Paris Saint-Germain last season. He gets himself a goal in the Super Cup. Let's have a look how tight it is there.
You know something, he might be a good bit on, to tell you the truth. Matty Cash is definitely slow, but kept a great line. Now watch this touch here. That one. See him open up the goal for him. If he doesn't cut across, he runs in lines with the goal line. So just completely give him a
So it
better
looks
angle
like
the finish is
PSG will win the Super Cup.
All I would say, though, that when you get the way the offside is officiated now, there are Aston Villa players, and they shouldn't do it. But you do just take your eye off the ball when the flag goes up. And I'm not necessarily sure that everybody reacted there, Ali, as quick as they could get to the danger. So 2-1 PSG. Let's see if
But Villa's here straight away.
It goes to Henning. Brilliant shot.
Oh, good save from Safanov.
Great touch from Henning to set up the shooting chance.
If he shoots towards...
Good Steve with it straight armed up. What a chance again for Hemmings.
If he shoots towards any corner, Hemming, that goes in.
He went down the back of the Achilles tendon of Desiree Douay.
Free kick PSG now, though.
When he involved again, did exceptionally well.
Ali, George Hemmings did everything last goal, didn't he?
Yeah. Showing you the free kick again. I'd like to see Hemmings' opportunity. I just wonder, could he have kept it down?
Here's the offside.
He's a good bit onside, isn't he?
Matty Cash a bit slow to come out. It's that foot look hanging out at the back.
It's this touch here. Look, flying over. Brilliant. Wonderful finish.
Kvaratskhelia, Dembele.
Dembele. So Aston Villa have to come from behind again, which was something they were able to do in the first half. Douay challenged by Guendouzi. Dembele lifts one in. Once away for Aston Villa by Pau Torres and then by Ian Matson. Sean Gomez in there quickly. He just has to be careful. It's on the yellow card. Give it away by Coutinho. Kamara plays it off to Hemmings. Sakina quickly across. Coutinho there to
Shocking touch from Hemming, loses out.
William Pacho, Nuno Mendes. It's a nice turn by Nuno Mendes, but he's got that acceleration to run away from Kamara.
Dembele.
Calling for it, good defended by Madsen.
I mean, those two fullbacks, Hakimi and Mendy, were just at that level, aren't they?
Well, that's gone back well. By Joao Gomez, Brian Nacho gets chase. Sapping off the PSG goalkeeper. Plenty of time to get across. Bruno Mendes is down here for PSG.
It could be one thing, couldn't it?
Oh, he's boot. I might have been a boot one.
I was just thinking,
You think of Luke today?
that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah. He's thinking, can't go for it, just going to stick his boot back up. It'd be nice to see the George Hemmings chance again.
Yeah,
They're
we-
not in charge of,
yeah, I
they're
know.
not in charge of the pictures tonight, so we can't make it happen. I think we should have shown
Just for the likes all on TikTok.
I'd love to see that chance. I think he did initially well, created space. I just think he could have kept it down.
Free kick PSG.
It's brilliant, wasn't it, to open up the space.
Now it's a throw into PSG.
Boys, you've got to stay up for a minute now, haven't you? You've got to stay for a minute if you go off. Can't work out whether I like that or not. Well, because if there's 2 minutes left and you go and foul the best player of the opposition when they're chasing a goal, and he's going off for a minute because he needs treatment, it might be worth taking the yellow card and doing it. You know, I'm looking at that thinking this is really open to interpretation now. It's not about tomorrow. No.
About 22 minutes to go. PSG still leading 2-1. Second half, brilliant goal from Desiree Doué.
Saint-Germain back to the full 11.
Going to PSG. Misplaced pass there, going to Aston Villa. And they took it quickly.
Should have the speed here on Hemmings, who gives him a push. He's certainly not a respecter of reputations, isn't he, the teenager?
And neither is his big pal up front, and nor should they. Beautiful, just opens his body up. Yeah. Calls home to tell him how good the finish was.
There's your Hemmings chance.
Oh, you know something, just slightly off balance a little bit, and that's causing the ball to rise.
Hakimi.
Looks a goal all day.
It's Kamara Stadium. I don't think he did a great deal in the second half.
Big fighter, isn't he?
Marquinhos. Nobody's played more games for Paris Saint-Germain than their captain. Off goes
Brilliant
Hakimi.
run from Hakimi.
Full of energy down this side, but he's pushed
Goal
it too
kick,
far.
The
Villa.
problem with PSG have, and I probably used to put it there, Colin and Bertie Common, see when they release the fullbacks in the wide areas in behind really quickly. They get hold in the box. They don't really have an out now. I mean, Ferran Torres would probably do that very, very well. But at this moment in time, and possibly last season as well, they don't have an out-and-out centre forward to stiff in that box.
We're going to see some Aston Villa
With
changes.
Dinger.
They've got Tammy Abraham, Allison, and Lamar Bogard scripted and ready. So 3 changes incoming here. And you wonder whether the fact Tammy Abraham is down there, that's going to mean that Brian Macho's night is going to come to an end. 20 minutes.
Abraham's coming on shortly.
Paris Saint-Germain 2, Aston Villa 1. The PSG goal scored by Kamara with Doué. And the Aston Villa goal scored was broken half time by 17-year-old Brian Maggio, who made history by scoring that goal here in Salzburg this evening. Tiger Emery. Dembele. Nuno Mendes.
Nuno Mendes, good save. Good save from Bizot.
Pau Torres could bring it away. All of a sudden, the left back of Paris Saint-Germain was there as a centre forward.
Yeah,
Wendy could have played that through there.
It was a problem at the moment for Nuno Mendes. He's gone down and stayed down at the other end. In the meantime, Cash was making the run, and William Pasho blocked the pass that was on the way to him.
Free kick to PSG.
McGinn is now not happy by the officiating, which you're not seeing in the moment, but he's not happy with the assistants on that side. The referee's gone across. We're looking at a bit of cramp here for Mendes, but there's a bit of an issue on the far side involving William Pasho, who stayed down, and the Villa captain really unhappy about the way that was officiated.
I can't show you the match, I'll get copyrighted.
So Tammy Abraham for Brian Maggio. And they're taking off John McGinn for Allison. And Lamar Bogard has come off for Ruben Kamara.
Maggio, McGinn, Kamala off, Abraham, Allison, and Bogard on.
You're not seeing any of this in the moment because of the substitutions, but McGinn's been taken off and he's been shown a card by the Somalian referee as he's going off. Now he's been cheered by the Villa fans as he walks behind the goal.
It's crazy, wasn't he? Won it. Decision.
Finally, get a shot at the Aston Villa captain. I think this fuse was just starting to run a wee bit short, wasn't it, Sean McGinn?
18 minutes to go. Still 2-1 PSG.
I think we'll make the change from Mendes as well. It doesn't look as though he's moving just as freely as he was.
Does look like there's going to be another goal coming in this game, whether it's for Villa. It could come here. Good save. And a good block. Really good block.
Great from Allison. Brilliant from
Villa unlucky not to score there. And it is a forward to PSG. Yeah, they're saying it does look like there is going to be another goal in this game. Good save straight away from Safanov.
Didn't notice why that would be. In the meantime, this is the situation with McGinn. Look, that's why he got the card.
He's probably factually correct. Your free kick was given just on the touchline, but.
So Luca Hernandez is coming on to replace Nuno Mendes. I'm going to see the World Cup and Fabian Ruiz as well for PSG. Fabian Ruiz for João Neves. And the first chance for the brand new season, Coy, if you're not fit to referee.
It's only a matter of time, wouldn't it?
Only a matter of time.
João Neves, Nuno Mendes off PSG then.
George Hemmings looking for a way through and finding one.
Villa's on the edge of the box here.
Here's Bogard. Turned around the corner by Allison because he knew that Cash is now taking the armband from McGinn, was coming forward. That's good from Liverpool.
Villa's non-stop pressure.
Abraham's in the box. Wendy is in there with him. Cross takes a deflection. Pasho with time. Back in by Cash. Allison beaten to it by Kamara and Scalia. And then Fabian Ruiz plays it short to Vitinha. On it goes to Kamara and Scalia, and now PSG can think about coming forward.
Free kick PSG.
Here's an interesting one. João Gomez is on a yellow card. It's just left a little bit on Kamara and Scalia. Whether it's serious enough for a second yellow, I'm not sure. No, I hope not. In fact, it's not him. It's Tammy Abraham who did it.
Yeah, with the Aston.
Yeah, yeah. He was the nearest, when we looked up, he was the nearest to it. And don't forget, we've got the Community Shield on Sunday, 2 o'clock, Arsenal against Manchester City. That's on TNT Sports 1 and HBO Max as well. I'll tell you about the other football that we've got coming your way in a couple of minutes' time. Plenty of it during the course of the season. 14 minutes of play in Salzburg. Cross-game Pau Torres didn't get any of the ball, but Lamar Bogard was there to back him up. Healy's pass forward, intercepted by Bogard. Here's João Gomez.
Well, we're back to Bizot. About 13 minutes to go.
Cash central forward. Casho across there.
Throw in. No, stays in.
Kvaratskhelia. Control straight away. Straight to Cash coming onto it. Doué. Cash able to get a piece of it.
Throw into Villa.
So Roberto Martinez in the crowd. This season's football on TNT Sports is on another level. With all of these elite competitions in one place, our unrivaled lineup includes 52 live Premier League matches, over 185 live UEFA Champions League games, plus every match from the Europa and Conference Leagues, plus comprehensive coverage of the men's and women's FA Cup across the various TNT Sports platforms and on HBO Max as well. So everything coming your way over the course of the next 10 months or so. We're going to be delighted to be on the journey with you all the way through to the Champions League final on the 4th of June in Madrid.
Good keeping, that is, to be fair.
To keep it in. Really well. Torres has passed, turned around Marquinhos, but he's able to get the ball in front of Buendia. Zaire Emery. Fabian Ruiz seeing his first minutes of pre-season tonight.
Kvaratskhelia. Back to Kvaratskhelia. Couldn't quite get it. Free kick Villa.
To react as well in there. So more Villa changes. Tyrone Mings and Ross Barkley.
Barkley and Mings coming on then.
For Pau Torres and Barkley for João Gomez.
Gomez, Torres off.
No surprise, Ali. The two taken off, both on a yellow card. Yeah. Also next week, we'll tell you about this. Don't miss the premiere of the highly anticipated series Lanterns, the latest installment in the DC universe. And the series begins this Monday only on HBO Max. It's streaming from the 17th of August. So 11 minutes left. It's Unai Emery's team that need to find a goal. They've got just over 27.5.
Villa's in on the attack here.
Matson's cross.
Awful cross from Matson.
Players just asking whether there might be a bit of a shove in the middle on Allison as the ball was in the air. Something going on.
Free kick again to Villa.
The referee's whistle, which signifies he's got himself a free kick.
Good ball over the top from Lindelof to Maatsen.
Here's Barkley. George
Hemmings, by far Villa's best player of the pitch, that George Hemmings.
Catch.
Defensively, attackingly. And again, best player for PSG this game is, of course, Kvaratskhelia.
Quick by Hemmings, didn't quite work its way through to Buendia. Pacho was there for PSG. Here's Doué and now
Usman Dembele.
That's his first defending to do for Aston Villa since coming on.
PSG score, it's game over.
Dembele still running to a crowd.
Kvaratskhelia off the line.
Tried to lift over the goalkeeper, didn't he?
That's good for Buendia.
Abraham.
Tammy Abraham.
Abraham plays it through. Right across goal there. Chance for 2-2 there.
And I don't know why. Abraham does really well. Lovely way to pass to Alisson.
Again, another counter attack from Aston Villa.
He goes the other side, doesn't he? He goes penalty spot.
I felt the same as him.
Yeah.
Alisson's looked up and thought, I've just got to play it through and somebody will be there. And you can see the disappointment on his face.
Still 2-1 PSG.
I wouldn't criticise
8 minutes to go.
Criticise Matt's movement there. Because he cut back the way to the penalty spot for a cut back and just went back post. You go for it, you can go against it.
There speaks to Mammy's played that very
I do think this result is a bit harsh on Aston Villa, to be fair.
still creating chances though, Villa, but they give another away sloppily.
Dembele.
Dembele was trying to be a fraction clever.
Oh, thankfully he was.
PSG got given the ball by the defence of Villa and still couldn't capitalise on it.
22 between them, 8 of them on target so far. You'd suspect with 7.5 minutes left, not stopping time, the chances will continue to come. Here's Barkley. Now Buendia. Given away by
Buendia giving the ball away. Kvaratskhelia.
Here's Kvaratskhelia.
Dembele.
And if anybody could volley one,
He could have took a touch there, to be fair. First time shot. Miles over the bar. Goal kick. Villa.
He's just trying to hold his line with Kvaratskhelia, that's why. Apart from Bargain didn't look a good one. But he was offside. That was almost a cry for help from Woodville, wasn't it?
He stayed down long enough to indicate to his manager that the tank's running on empty.
He's actually played very
Aston
well.
Villa on the attack again. Hemmings.
He's played very well as well. Takes on time.
Hemmings into the box. Back out to Hemmings. Throw into Villa.
He's been terrific. He really has. What's that man saying now?
I wonder whether it tells you something, the fact he's still on 84 minutes, that whether Emery might think he's got a part to play in the early weeks of the season, Emery. That's nice from
Ross Barkley.
Here's Ross Barkley. Hemmings gets time for the give and go.
Another throw in to Villa.
Yeah, they had to be switched on, didn't they?
Maatsen.
Here, Maatsen couldn't find a way through. 5.5 minutes left.
All the way to Bizot.
Maybe they go somewhere.
Cheers to the taps over on TikTok.
One thing I didn't realise until this week, that PSG became just the third team last season and the first since Ajax in 1973 to win both the domestic league and the Champions League in successive seasons. It's not happened since 1973. When you think about some of those great Real Madrid teams and Barcelona teams, etc., Bayern Munich teams, very difficult to win your league and the Champions League in back-to-back seasons, both of them consecutively.
Villa back on the attack.
Back heel from
Good back
Alisson.
heel there
Who's
from
enjoyed
Alisson.
himself since coming on? Now Matty Cash.
Cash had nowhere to go
Crying
there.
out for support, wasn't he, really, Cash? Excellent pass from the Coutinho.
Dembele.
Was Dembele. Brought there by Hemmings. Lindelof with time. Here's Mings.
Hemmings earning himself a throw-in.
Brilliant again from Hemmings, you know. It really is. It's the easy thing you do, we give it first time, and he came in like intercepted it.
Mayulu's coming on now for PSG.
So Semi
And Doué's going off.
Who at the moment has got the winning goal in the Super Cup. Desiree Doué. I will forever remember Semi Mayulu's face when he scored the Champions League final against Inter Milan.
We'll never forget that, will we?
The smile was so wide. He didn't know what to do with himself when the ball went in.
Just like the stadium, isn't it?
Ross Barkley. Matthew Cash to Lamar Bogart. We're still looking for this equalising goal. We've got Lucas Beraldo ready now. Paris Saint-Germain, the man whose penalty in the shootout at the back end of last season proved decisive in the Champions League.
Free kick to Villa on the halfway line.
And a great sum that was the man that said that. I said we wouldn't rather tie them a minute ago. It's found a little bit more.
Ronaldo going on now. Kvaratskhelia is going off. I believe that's the final change for PSG.
We're doing as a kind of defensive institution. See the game out.
Beraldo's going to go play central midfield. He played in central midfield a little bit towards the back end of last season, even though he's predominantly a centre back. So he's going there. And it looks as though Mayulu's going to go play slightly wider on the left. Cash hits it straight to Fabian Ruiz.
Throw into Aston Villa.
I think he's only the 10th player, Fabian Ruiz, to win the Champions League and the World Cup. Actually in the same year.
Looks like it's taking too long. Referee overturning the Villa throw to PSG throw.
The other 9. Yeah. Headed on by Abraham, but he's going to chase his own flick. Bogart for Aston Villa. Final minute of the 90. Swept on by Coutinho to Dembele. Mayulu's up there with him. Still Dembele goes. Hits the shot. Now went Bizot. Referee did well.
Good save from Bizot.
Let him go. Centre forward.
2-1 PSG.
So is Zaire Emery for PSG.
About to find out how long is added.
Got a very good clearance by Safanov. Puts it straight onto the head of Alisson. Here's Eddie Buendia. Maybe rushed it a wee bit, trying to force it through to Tammy Abraham.
I said it would finish 3-0 to PSG. But English wanted Villa to win. 5 minutes added on for Aston Villa to take it to extra time. If you are over on YouTube, do go over to TikTok.
And he knows they've got to be aggressive in the transfer market before the window shuts. But he'll have got a lot of positives out of this tonight. Who have said to him, listen, I can maybe do a job for you in one.
And if you're on TikTok, tap the screen, get the likes up.
I mean, clearly the same, he will be disappointed to lose the game. But as you correctly point out, there's a lot of positives.
The obvious two are the youngsters, Macho and Hemming, but I'd simply put Matson in that category. I think he's had a really strong day at left back.
Going here, very lively.
Does look like PSG is just gonna let the timer go down now.
It's Baraldo for PSG, Barkley across there for Villa.
Brilliant defending there from Villa.
Successfully doing so. Here's only
Buendia, Tammy Abraham, no one's in the box.
Hemmings has got in there. Buendia's in there too. Here's Allison. Bogard, Barkley, Matson. Everybody back, it seems, at the moment in good defensive shape for PSG.
Thanks for the Galaxy, Shannon. Ian Matson.
Matson picks out Bogard.
Eddie
Buendia.
So it's now or never for Villa.
To take on Hernandez, but he played that ball straight to where the French international was. Castro refused to give it up.
And it's a goal kick to PSG.
All in all, it's going to result in a goal kick for Paris Saint-Germain.
Thanks for the Shell Energy as well. If you're all on TikTok, let's try and get to 2K taps.
One thing I had forgotten about over the course of the summer is just how many messages you get during the course of a match. Well, it's because it knows a lot of people watching.
Thanks for the 3 donuts.
Ex-players, coaches alike. They've all got an opinion.
Two minutes
We've got 2 minutes to find
left of the game.
Layoff there to Buendia.
To be fair, that's a brilliant ball from Bizot. No one there to help Buendia out.
Running out of time now, Aston Villa.
Yeah, we're getting forward, haven't they? And quickly too.
Paris Saint-Germain moments away from retaining the Super Cup. They retain the Champions League and they retain the French League trophy as well. And they really are a super team, and at the moment they're going to win the Super Cup for the second successive season. Coutinho. Well, they'll place it on. In it goes towards Coutinho. Hakimi was running in there as well, and Bizot quickly off his line.
A minute left for Aston Villa to try and salvage extra time.
Tyrone Mings sends it forward. George Hemmings controls it in turn.
Hemmings, who's been by far Villa's best player, plays it down to Ian Matson. It's now or never. Buendia just wide of the post. 30 seconds left.
Excellent again from Hemmings. But it's just behind him a little bit. Comes across. There you see it. Just behind him.
Thanks for the taps over on TikTok. If you are on YouTube, jump over to TikTok because as soon as this game is finished, I will be ending the YouTube stream.
Lovely move. You feel that might be it though.
Just caught a shot of Desiree Doué on the Paris Saint-Germain bench. He's going to turn out to be the match winner.
There's probably a couple more seconds left.
For Aston Villa. One last chance for
Barkley plays it down to Matson. Back to Barkley.
Abraham's in the middle. Barkley still. Baraldo made the challenge. Barkley went over.
And that is surely full time.
Emery quickly wants his Aston Villa team to get on with him, and he wants to take the try.
And that's full time. PSG won 2-1.
And the European champions, Paris Saint-Germain, retain the Super Cup. Desiree Guy's second half winner. After Kamara Scalia scored a beauty in the first half.
Again, if you're on YouTube, jump off to TikTok. I am ending the YouTube stream right now.
In a Super Cup final. What an entertaining night.